You've got to love the hustle and bustle of city life. Oh, but it's fantastic when you come across some living colour. So many great ideas for home gardens and for courtyards. So how do they do it? Well, let's find out. Beautiful gerberas. You know, these cut flower florists have been in the CBD of Sydney, well, since forever. But now there are 100,000 living plants that are transforming this urban jungle into one of the largest pop-up gardens in the country.
Look on your face is why I'm here.
Wow, Michael,
Hey, Graham.
these towers are looking fantastic. Petunias,
Yeah.
they really love it here.
In the silence, don't
Now, can you tell me sort of what's happening inside?
Yeah, you can see there's a number of different layers to them. And on that, think of them as a massive open set of salad bowls, stuck from the bottom up in layers.
With holes in the middle.
Yeah, big open holes.
Right.
And we basically fill the whole thing with potting mix, and we go layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. So when we put water in the top, everything just sort of drains all the way through the centre and all the areas in between.
Petunias are fantastic for this because you've got all these different colours, but
Yep.
they're really tough and long-lived, aren't they?
Absolutely. We will look at them every day, and then we will supplementary liquid feed when we're watering.
Right.
And we can steer the plant by having more nitrogen to get vigour, or more potassium as a ratio to get more flowering.
More flowers. Do we need to prune these, say they get halfway through the season, and then to bring them on for another long, big flush?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the things that a lot of people don't realise is that if you let them go, you end up with these long shoots. So the more that we can come back and trim, sunlight is our friend.
Right.
As we get sunlight, we get nice new growth that comes through.
And then more flowers. You could try one of these at home. Just scale it all down. Petunias, in fact, you could swap them for the next season for pansies and violas. What a display. How fantastic are these? You'll see them right around the world because they're so reliable. It's Begonia Red Dragon or Dragon Wing. They're going to last for 9 months. That's why councils and City of Sydney just love them. There are 400 of these placed right throughout the city. Now, there's 55 kilos of weight in there, so how are you going to make it light? Now, I really want you to try these at home. Get the biggest basket you can get, then fill it with a bit of polystyrene initially because it's lightweight, bulks it up, and then add the best quality potting mix you can afford. And then fill in, well, there are about 40 plants in these, so you could go for half a dozen. And then you're going to have a display that looks absolutely sensational for 9 months of the year. Or how about something even more dramatic? A huge pyramid with this steel structure. Now, these plants are growing in pots, but the ones in the vertical garden are actually growing in garden beds. It's just terrific, and I'm loving these 3 different shades of vinca, new hybrids of old favourites. Ah, well, I found the right person who actually knows all about it.
Okay.
Michelle's the City of Sydney's horticulturist. You're behind the design for this incredible pyramid. Can you just show me what you've done?
Yeah, so these are the designs for this summer display. So these take about 12 months to develop.
Wow. And you do this with all the garden beds right the way through the whole city?
Yes,
Because it just sort of pops up overnight, doesn't it?
it does, it does. We bring it in the middle of the night, so it's here in the morning, just like by magic.
It's good for people's soul and, you know, their whole well-being, isn't it?
Oh, people just love it. I love watching people take pictures.
Oh, yeah. I think it must be sort of selfie central here.
Yeah, yeah, definitely is.
Everybody wants to take a little bit of it home with them. The classic go-to in any public space like this right around the world is to go for simple planter boxes, just as they've done here in front of St Mary's Cathedral. But the plant selection is really critical. You want things that are super hardy, going to look after themselves, like the celosia. Now, if you want a bit of inside information, I've asked Michael what are the best ones that have been performing here for years. And it's the native white fanflower and, of course, the golden yellow Rebecca. There are a few surprises that are so easy to grow. Parsley. Now, if you've got shade on your veranda or balcony, then maybe you'd like to try the alocasia. You can also go for the coleus. But when it comes to flowers in the shade, you can't beat the vinca and also the impatiens. These colourful planter boxes are scattered throughout the city, including in front of Customs House at Circular Quay, where a bird's eye view not only of the harbour, but of the boxes really sets up the display. The other fantastic thing about these plants is when the flowers have reached their time, they're not thrown out. They're actually given to local schools and community gardens. All of this is an example of how a city is bringing living colour into our lives.